in 1975, Kirk Wiebe was a Russian language expert for the United States Air Force. At the NSA, he worked his way up from transcription expert to senior analyst, where his primary responsibility was to monitor threats to the United States.
So you look across the globe, you take a look and say, who is my probable enemy in the next 10 years or right now? And you prepare by targeting those countries and trying to understand their politics, a little bit about their culture as well, their military, their operational thinking in the military, their operational capabilities, what kind of weapons they have, how do they use them, under what circumstances, and it feeds a whole chain of analysts, both inside NSA and outside NSA, because ultimately CIA is the all-source focal point for all types of intelligence information.
Like the FBI and the CIA, in the 1970s, the NSA was scrutinized by the Church Committee for violating the privacy rights of Americans.
Purpose is not to impair the FBI's legitimate law enforcement and counter-espionage functions, but rather to evaluate domestic intelligence according to the standards of the Constitution and the statutes of our land.
The agency responded by becoming more vigilant when it came to collecting information on U.S. citizens and protecting their Fourth Amendment rights.
But the guy at NSA that worked with Frank Church to put the NSA guards into place was Admiral Bobby Inman, U.S. Navy, one of the finest intelligence officers we have ever produced as a nation. Why? Why do I say that? Not only was he a smart guy and very deserving of his rank, but he had a reverence for the Constitution and a reverence to also appreciate that the government needed a way to function in the right ways in accordance with the law.
Under the leadership of Admiral Inman, the NSA developed a mechanism called USSID-18, a set of policies and guidelines intended to prevent the NSA from spying on innocent Americans.
And it basically said this: if you have no probable cause and no evidence of wrongdoing, you may not surveil an American. If you do have probable cause, maybe the FBI told you something, then you can go out and tap their communications or read email, whatever, then you may, because you're pursuant to law enforcement, you're addressing criminal activity. But otherwise you may not.